School's production of Cinderella is coming up this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The show incorporates sign language. We're joined now on the far left there, Phelan Kennedy, who is a senior playing Sebastian. Next to him is Catherine Kennedy, a junior playing Cinderella, along with interpreter Stephanie Reagan. And I want to ask Phelan first. This kind of got started last year when you, hard of hearing, signed your part. Now all your castmates are going to be doing it too. How did this come about?
Well, I first started my high school theater career in 10th grade when they sought me out and said, hey, we want you to sign a small role in the Addams Family, which was 2 years ago. And ever since then, I made it my mission to incorporate a little bit of sign language in every musical production since. And last year, I had a big major role in sign language where I signed a solo and also sang a little bit, so that was new for me. And this year, we wanted to incorporate more sign language with the show, and I think it has been an amazing process so far, yeah. And
Catherine, who's playing Cinderella, you were just talking to me about how the challenge of signing your entire part, because it's like learning a new language.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
Well, I had great people helping me. They were with me the whole way, and we'd have about 2-hour increments to learn my songs, and I would interpret it. I just learned it in repetition, like I said, really helped just get it in my brain.
Going into a high school musical, it's tough enough to learn your lines and your music and your blocking and all that, and then you add to that this challenge, which probably supersedes all the others. I can't imagine what a challenge that was.
Yeah.
And a lot of it fell to you, Stephanie Reagan, to help them learn the parts.
Yeah, definitely. I had a co-peer work with me. Her name's Chelsea, and the two of us, we'd sit down for a few hours a week, and we would go through all the music, and we'd talk about, okay, what's the best way to simplify this? How should we interpret this? And what's the best way for them to show it? Because also a lot of signs are in front of the face, so if they're singing, we don't want to block them on the stage and things like that. So we really had to think about all angles of everything. So yeah, so we'd sit down, and then once we'd decide on signs together, we'd record the videos so that the students could use them later to practice on their own, and then we'd also go to the school and teach the kids as well.
My head is spinning. The challenge of this, and how many times, Phelan, did one of your friends, your classmates, your castmates turn to you and ask for help?
Well, I usually seek them out before they ask me for help. There's a sign that we were just discussing yesterday, charming, and it's very close to the sign for Jewish, so like it could completely change the meaning depending on where your thumb is. So we have to be careful with that a lot.
Show me the difference again between charming.
So you have charming,
right,
and then you have Jewish.
Is behind you. Oh, like a beard. Okay. Wow. So you're gonna. Do you feel when you perform, Catherine, this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, that you're going to be able to just do the part without thinking all the time? You probably want to get to a point before a show where it just kind of comes natural.
Yeah, that's where a lot of practice comes in, just to like muscle memory, because you're learning the song, the blocking, and then you have this American Sign Language on top of all that. So it really needs to be a lot of muscle memory for each song.
Talk about what the audience is going to experience with this. I mean, obviously that's been foremost in your minds as you went into this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. So, on top of just the choreography, the singing, and then also the signs. So it'll be a lot for them to take in and just to really think about, wow, I'm getting all of this language in all these different ways and experiencing it in all these different ways. So I think it's going to be really great.
Can't wait to hear how it goes. It's this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Allendale Columbia School. I will put the ticket information online. Phelan and Catherine and Stephanie Reagan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And break a leg.